Good morning, YouTube. This is Chuck Reynolds. I'm going to split some, actually these are rotors. Well, this one's a rotor, and so is this one, and we're going to split these two and do it with the axe like I did before. So let me get this up at the right height and we'll get it. Guys, I didn't get exactly in the center on this, so we'll see what happens. But this, I've already driven the shaft out of here. So we should be able to just do this. We'll see. I tried to roll, didn't it? I think she's going to go pretty easy. Let me get this other one off of here and put it somewhere. Because the last time I did this, then the axe head fell on the floor. And we're going to cut one end off, so that'll open us up to pulling that copper wire out of it. Yes, it will. Okay, so there it is, a nice clean cut. There. I didn't get the axe head fastened to here with a bracket yet, but this does such a great job, man. If you look at this, these now here, that's a clean shear on just right through it. No dust, no dirt, no nothing. That's all I can say about it. I'm going to put the other one on now and we'll try that one. Alright guys, so this is the second one. Now I'm zoomed in real close. So I'm going to back out a little bit. And it's fairly close and fairly straight. So let's see what this does. The other one was cut really well, really quick. And this one's bigger diameter. And I think I will invest in a ram that's a power ram. If I'm going to do many of these anyhow, I will. And they're both on the floor. Yes, sir. You ought to be able to see these. Oh, this is one, and this is the other, so they look like twins. Cut them good. Now this doesn't have the color. I'll probably be the last one of these, and this one's going to be a little different. So obviously it's bigger this way, and it's the lamination stuff here. But there's also another one on the inside of this that these coils are wrapped around. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. So I'm going to try to hang on to this axe head this time. Hopefully I'm not too much in the way. I can't see what damage it will do to me, so it ought to be alright. Okay, so just touch. Go over there. And this wants to roll over for some reason. There's that. There's one for you. Power pump. There's a lot of rolling back on this. Not quite through. Okay. So. That's pretty interesting. I don't know why. Oh, I don't. Oh, I see what it is. I see what happened. I don't think I can come from the other way. Let's try it anyhow. Let's see. Yeah. So this reinforcing steel here is broke through. I'm going to try to through this end here. Let's see what that does. But what the problem is here, somehow I got between the layers. See if I can show you that here. You can see right here, that layer is on one side and this layer is on the other side right here. That one's on that side and this one's on this side, which won't be a big deal because I can rack that with something. Alright, that'll be all for now. So now you see I got that cut. I just used a pair of side cutters and cut it. So there are two pieces. Here's the steel. The windings are cut. So now we'll just stick a screwdriver in there, pull the copper out, and be done. Again, no dust, no nothing. Relatively fast. And that's it. We'll be back. I kind of wanted to show you this. Now I've got the copper out of these, so all you have is steel left. I pulled the fiberglass insulators out. So now I got that going to steel, and this is what one looks like before it's driven out. And this one I started driving out, and you can see we're clear out. Oh, wait, is that the right one? No, this one, I'm sorry. This one I started driving out, that's why these stand up so high compared to this. I just wanted you to see that. You just drive it out, then stick a little screwdriver or a punch in there, and just pull that copper out and throw it in the bucket. Alright, be back. Guys, so after you get the fiberglass insulators out from between these, and get the copper out, this is what you're left with, these little wheels. But that's all steel, and that'll go in a steel bucket. So I thought that was interesting to see what it looks like when we're basically done with it. Be back. Guys, this is the last of the little stuff I've had to work on. You saw the little motors that I split, and I got the copper out of them, and I'll show you that a little later. What we got here is a transformer. Can't remember what this came out of. But this is a little different than a lot of them. It's this folded over steel here. And it makes little tabs, and you just bend them out of the way and get the frame off. Then you can split it, and I'll probably put it in the press again, just because it's a little bit easier, a little bit quicker than using the hatchet. I like the hatchet, but that's why I'm using the axe head on the press. But so first of all, let's get this where we can absolutely see it. Let me back out a little bit here. There we go. That's better. That's better. Okay, so we'll take these windings off. The insulated leads, that'll go to insulated wire. And, you know, try to get as much of it as you can. So that's insulated wire. And then these little tabs, I've done this several different ways, but I'm going to try it like this again. And I just, let's see, where are you at here? Okay, I typically can grab it like that and just bend it. There you go, like that. Just grab it down here on the bottom of the frame and on the tab and bend it. And that should do it. Should. Let's see here. There we go. So that goes in the steel bucket. That goes in the steel bucket. So now we got this same kind of deal as you have with the motor. You know, it's the laminated steel. And we've got primary and secondary windings here that I may, I'm not sure with this one. I think I'll take a knife and cut this tape on this. I'll be back. Guys, I started taking this tape off, then I decided against it because it's easier to do after it's been the metal's been taken off. And if you look here, it was kind of interesting. Right here, this looks like a secondary. I'm sorry, this is a primary winding, but it looks like a little heat sensor. I mean, I've never seen it before on this small of a transformer, but anyhow, there it is. Thought that was kind of interesting. And we'll cut this tape and get it off after we split the laminations on the core. I gotta pick this up. So this is the same 20 press. 20 tomato. So we're going to start this way. I'm going to use that Sunday. Bingo! There she is. So, she broke apart, nice clean break. Here's the 1/2. Where am I at here? Here we go. And you can see the difference in the primary and secondary windings. How small the one set is, how big the other set is. But a nice clean shear, and the other half still laying over there, but I'll get that. And anybody has any ideas on how to adapt that axe head, I'm thinking a piece of pipe and go around I don't know what to call this. This is the ram for the jack. Piece of pipe here with maybe a bolt through or set screw through or something just to hold that head so it doesn't go away, and just weld it onto the axe head itself. But anyhow, that was my thought. If you have any ideas, let me hear them. Be back. Alright guys, I've shown this before, but I thought I'd do it again today and show you how easy that copper comes out of there, and hopefully it comes out easy again. Let's see, I got such a mess here on the bench, and I got tearing stuff apart, and I got stuff everywhere. Anyhow, this is the way I do it. I'm sure there's many other ways to do it, but if you look right here, this is the primaries and the secondaries. We'll take the secondaries out first maybe, and I just take a little punch. Now that's almost out. Well, I can't show you there, hang on just a minute. I hope you can see that, yeah. See how far they've pushed in on the primary, then, and this is coming off, so that's all that is. So we'll do the secondaries at the same time. I know my hand's right in the way in it. Okay, so there that is. There the windings are still in the vise. Here's the steel, and that you saw that in real time, all the longer that took. Now, alright guys, so this came apart really easy, and the tape did come off easier, and I don't think it shows on any of this, but the gold, or the copper, like right here, sticks to the tape, and there's not a whole lot you can do about maybe one little piece like that, but now we got the rest of it off. This is what it was wound on, these two things. That's the insulators around the core. So let's see what we got for copper. Alright guys, this is what I've got out of the small motors and transformers. This button, here's a piece of pipe I had, and then it was, I don't remember what that was, but these are all small motor windings that you saw me take apart. This is number 2 copper. So we'll take and weigh that here in just a second, see what we got. Alright guys, there's the scale. Didn't turn it on, did I? There we go. Bucket's right beside it. And then we're showing 0. I think you can see that. Yep. So let's take this bucket. It's not real heavy. This will be number 2. And the total weight is 7 pounds 5 ounces of number 2. And this bucket has a tear of 15 ounces. Yep, 7.5. So that's 6.6, I believe, if the math is right. So that's it. Not bad for all the little motors that a lot of times just get thrown away, or you get 25 cents for if you turn them in. So anyhow, if you like this video, you know what to do. You give it a thumbs up, share, you subscribe, give it a great comment, and you definitely come back again for something maybe better than this. We'll be back.